There has always been a belief that the experience that someone has in politics and leadership determines a lot on your performance as a leader when you get into power. Now, today on this video here, today I want to take you through on why I feel that William Ruto has really disappointed Kenyans by far. But before I take you through that, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. For those who are coming through for the channel, I want to thank you so much. My number is there. You can always support. Now, let me proceed. Now, William Ruto, first of all, let me just take you through his history. Right straight from campus, he joined some youths, YK92, and as a result, he built himself politically. He found ways to reach near former the late President Moi. So he had an opportunity to interact and get to know much more in politics. Eventually maneuvered his ways to become a member of parliament in Eldoret North. Now, going through that kind of a history, that kind of a struggle, then probably William Ruto now is one of the people who have the first-hand experience of some of the challenges that even those who are just beginning in some careers, some of the challenges that they undergo. So therefore, his history is one of the things that I can say that was one of the stepping stones for William Ruto to be believed to be able to perform when he was elected back in 2022, and even when he was working with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as a deputy president, and now even when he was elected as a president of the Republic of Kenya. So William Ruto, that history is simply how he started his journey. Now, there's something that William Ruto used to say before, that he's just an individual, a common Kenyan, who is not a dynasty from a family that was not well known. So meaning that he is now the family of his family. His father was not a known person. He wasn't popular like Kenyatta family, Odinga family, and the rest. So he was basically trying to brand himself that he is just somebody who came out from a peasant level all the way up to where he is. So therefore, there's that understanding that he put himself that people should know he understands the challenges that they undergo. And as a result, in 2022, he came up with what we call the hustler movement and narrative. So he started talking of bottom up, where he's going to use his experience, because he said he also sold chicken. So he's going to use his experience because he understands what those who are down there are experiencing, to lift them to come to a level that they can be able to live a sustainable life in the country. So basically, that is the history of William Ruto. But now, when William Ruto got into power, as we speak right now, there's no single good policy that you've seen that has come on board, not just that has instantly made the lives of a common Kenyan different or better than it was when Uhuru Kenyatta left it. We admit there are a few things that have changed, like now reduction of the cost of unga, fuel. Cost of unga, we had sugar and other things going down. But generally, if you check around the entire economy, it's not just meals that people consider as cheap life, as an affordable one. We have all other aspects like education, where not the poor, or it's not only the rich who go to school. We have health, where it's not only the rich who fall sick. So we have many other sectors in the country. But now, when we see William Ruto come into office, there's no single smile that is put in the Kenyans' faces as far as the development or the change of a Kenyan life to a better side is concerned. So that is one of the disappointment that I want to say here, that William Ruto has shown the people of Kenya. Now, there's something that we need to talk about here, the experience. Now, as I've mentioned before, William Ruto started with Moi. He worked with Moi. He saw all that Moi did, either wrong or right, either building the country or destroying in any other way. So therefore, William Ruto has that experience of what a bad leader is and a good leader is. From Moi, he was able to note that Moi used to do his politics, yes. The economy was not good, and Kibaki actually came and picked up a very poor economy because Moi did not really take into account some of the things that were really meant to change the status of our country. He didn't even have a clear vision on how to take Kenya to another level. So, but William Ruto was within it. So he had experience on what Kenyans did not want, because when Kenyans were crying for these things that Moi was doing, he was there. He was there to tell that this kind of a thing that Mzee is doing, it's completely against the Kenyan wishes. So he has that experience that even if I get into power, or he had that kind of experience, we had that expectation that if he could have gotten into power in 2022, the way he got into power, probably there are things he was going to cut off, because he knows that Kenyans do not want these kind of things while in leadership. So therefore, But now, since William Ruto took power, instead of us seeing all those bad things of Moi getting rid of those bad things that were done during Moi's time, instead we have had him taking away those good things of Moi and bringing on the bad things that we used to experience during Moi's time. Of course, those who were there experienced. One of them is abductions that used to happen, killings that used to happen in the country, and these are things that have just come now because it is the only way William Ruto is using to intimidate Kenyans who probably are raising controversial voices as far as his leadership is concerned. So therefore, it is a disappointment to Kenyans that despite understanding what Moi did that Kenyans did not want, the kind of a change that Kenyans wanted, he still goes ahead to adopt the bad ways of Daniel Torotich Arap Moi. That is very bad. Now, it's a disappointment also, I can say, because when you consider that the times have changed. William Ruto has been transforming. He has seen some other leaders also do other things. Why is it that he allows them to happen in his time, yet it is something that Kenyans did not want at all? Now, apart from just working the Moi, President William Ruto worked with Raila Amolo Odinga in 2007. They campaigned. Eventually, they joined together in 2007 and 8. They formed the coalition government. Now, during this time when they formed the coalition government, Ruto had a significant role to play first from the campaigns all the way to the formation of the coalition government because he was a minister there. Remember, as he was doing this, he was an Eldoret North member of parliament, very well conversant of what is in the ground, what people really want. So therefore, they formed the government together with Kibaki and Raila Amolo Odinga. And he was given a very nice post. I think it was agriculture cabinet secretary post at that time, the ministers. So William Ruto had a clear touch on what Kenyans want as far as agriculture is concerned, which is a backbone of our country. So therefore, William Ruto did his work. There were issues, yes, but one of the things that I borrowed from there is that he had the opportunity to experience on what Kenyans want as far as the agricultural sector, even running of ministries are concerned. So therefore, we expected that when it comes to the issues to do with agriculture, for instance, from the experience that William Ruto had as Raila Amolo Odinga's minister in the coalition government, probably was going to ensure that the current agricultural industry in the country is going to do very well because he knows the challenges that are there. Unfortunately, after the only thing they did is they dropping the cost of subsidizing the cost of fertilizer. And to make matters more worse now, even we realized that a big scandal came up of this cost of the fertilizer, from this cheap fertilizer, where we had a huge number of bags of fertilizer that were fake supplied to Kenyans. And actually it was mentioned by Rigathi Gachagua himself that there were about 50,000 bags supplied to Kenyans. 50,000 bags. Very sad. Now, apart from being a minister at that time, William Ruto became a minister after we had had what we call post-election violence. Now, this post-election violence, Kenyans lost their lives. He found himself in The Hague together with Uhuru Kenyatta. But the thing I'm always speaking here, it's experience, that it is a bad thing that we cannot take a country towards it. Again, we can't allow it to come back again. But one thing that we learned from that is that united government, a united nation is very strong towards succeeding, especially in the economy building. But now, we have seen in this country as we speak right now, William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga are working together closely to divide the country in terms of tribal cocoons, because you're having them now promoting tribal kingpins so that they can use them during their campaigns. That is okay. We saw what happened in Kondele. He has been moving around the country to places where he has his people within government. That is a very wrong thing. I think it's a disappointment to my side because I feel like he needs to know what to do better to make this country a better place. Now, apart from being in the coalition government, William Ruto worked with Uhuru Kenyatta. Worked with Kibaki the entire time. Then he worked with Uhuru Kenyatta as a deputy president from 2013. He worked with Uhuru Kenyatta again in the second time in 2017 to 2022. He also worked with Raila Amolo Odinga during the coalition government. Checking all these leaders, William Ruto is among the most experienced leaders when it comes to how the government is being run. Therefore, I feel strongly that he has occupied so many positions that if he wanted to perform and change this country, by now he was not a person who was to try and error with health, with education, and any other thing in this country. He could have been one of the people who could at least hit something right that is going to be able to change the Kenyans at least in the Kenyan's life in a positive way. Because what we want as a country is just to have one thing that can make us smile, that hope that you can be able to do things better. Now you can see Kibaki came with even Vision 2030. William Ruto felt like that is one of the things that he could have borrowed in his government. But as we speak right now, he's coming up with all new things to change the country once within 5 years and make it a better place. I mean, it is really disappointing. I don't know where is your disappointment level with William Ruto on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me kindly see how much has it disappointed you, or if he's doing well as well. Let me see you in the comment section how you feel about the performance and the ability of President William Ruto. Thank you so much for those who've been watching. Kindly let me see the interaction in the comment section. My name is Abel Mukwa. See you next time for more videos.